Hello guys, Gene here with G Squared Tactical. Got the Judge 3-inch. We did the tabletop on it recently, and it is again the 3-inch Magnum. It will shoot the 3-inch 410 shells. Unfortunately, I do not have any of the 3-inch shells with me today. Let's see, maybe these are, nope, all of them's 2.5. Okay, so I do, however, have some in the gun itself, in the cylinder here, but I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll go ahead and shoot them. Let's see, let's show you what they are here. They're the Winchester PDX. Again, these are 3-inch, got the copper plates in them and the BBs behind that. It's a pretty nasty round. Me and Trey was, maybe not, it weren't the 3-inch Magnums, but it was the 2.5s. And me and Trey shot some through a 5-gallon bucket. And man, I'm here to tell you that, or a 5-gallon, one of those burn barrels we call them. And man, it blew a hole in the side of that thing. So I could only imagine what it would do in a 3-inch version. So we're just gonna, again, we don't have a whole lot of ammunition. I know it looks like there's a lot here, but again, it's very, very scarce, and I don't want to shoot it all up because, as I mentioned in the tabletop, that I am going to be carrying this in various different situations for self-defense. So we're just gonna shoot. I'm gonna start at, well, you know what, I'm not gonna do that either, because if I'm being honest, these old PDX, I'm a little bit worried about shooting them old things. We're gonna shoot them. I got some more at the house, I think, so for my self-defense. But let's just start out shooting the Winchester 2.5 1245 velocity. This is a six shot. I'm just really curious to see about the recoil on this. Now, maybe not so much on these 2.5, these 6 shot, because we did shoot those in the poly, as I mentioned before, the public defender, and the recoil was not as bad. So I can only imagine it's going to be way less with this all steel frame. But I'm very interested to see how it's going to handle the recoil of those 3-inch PDX. So without question, you might want to stay tuned for that. It's definitely hitting that steel, but it's a little BB. You see it?
Yeah.
You don't hear it though, do you?
No, but I can see it. It's just splattering just like a shotgun.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty intense. I mean, that steel's about 15 yards away. And again, I could see the limbs and leaves and things behind the target just, you know, just moving like this each time we did a shot. And of course you could see it all over, the little splatters all over the steel target there. So I would say 6 shot, you know, definitely accurate enough. So let's try some of the 8 shot here, the Winchester 2.5 inch, the 8 shot. Maybe that'll give us a little bit more recoil. I have some critical defense over there. I've never shot critical defense, Hornady critical defense, in a 410. I didn't even know they made it. Apparently it's got these, it tells you on there. Yeah, of course it would be on the side that, let me lay this down here. So it's 2 35 cal round balls. I'm sure that's freaking awesome. Slug. Looks like it might even have some BBs or some kind of shrapnel behind it. Like, it's not moving as fast, but my God, 35 cal balls.
I don't want to get hit by it.
That's pretty intense. All right, let's go with the 8 shot here. I'll pull it from the double action, as I mentioned in the video. definitely hits harder than the six shot, no question. And pulling it from a double action doesn't help because you really anticipate it. But I tell you, it's still tearing that target up at 15 yards. Seems like it hurts more from a double action, but if we don't shoot it from a double action, we'll have our, what do we call them?
Trolls.
Our trolls, that's right. Glad you remembered that. We will most certainly have our trolls that'll tell us, if you don't pull from a double action, then you know that's not real life, and you know you're doing yourself an injustice. I'm like, okay, well let me do my own thing, you know. This is a Hornady with the 35 cal. It actually says on there, I believe, 41 cal FTX slug, 2 35 cal round balls. I mean, I might be able to hear something on the steel with this. What do you think?
I think so.
I mean, I'm not ready for the recoil, but hey, you know. Would you look at that? That's intense, dude.
That's a good shot.
Look at it, dude. Dude. I mean, it is 3 of them.
They do got it.
Can you imagine what's gonna happen if you hit something with that?
I'm not coming up on you in the sling.
I'd want to go down there and see that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go meander. So the first, you know, all that 410 bore really splattered and peppered this target. But thereafter, you can see where the big massive rounds hit. I mean, they were solid hits too.
Yeah.
There was nothing weak about any of that. That was awesome.
So we got those. We got those. So let's put a few. This is 45 Long Colt, correct? 45 Colt. Got so much ammo out here, got to make sure we're putting the right thing in here. So 45 Colt. This ought to, you know, give my hand a little bit of a break before we get on them PDXs there. Because certainly looking forward to that, no doubt. Let's do a double action on the tall target here. Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's pretty good from double
I'll
action.
tell you right now, from 15, 16 yards, with a revolver, double action, 3-inch barrel. That's pretty dang good. I like it. I mean, you know, makes me feel better about my choice to use it as self-defense. But I will tell you this: this old girl is sick. This Hornady. If you use one of these in the 2.5 or 3-inch mag, poly or whatever, I would recommend highly getting some of those. That is intense right there. That's gonna do something. That's gonna do some damage right there.
That's all I would carry if I were you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's 100%. I ain't gonna carry these 3s right here. Although I am gonna shoot them because I know y'all want to see it. And my head hurts already, so might as well just suck it up.
You're gonna have to go to the Cairo.
So I did 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I did those. So 25 rounds in pretty rapid succession here. There's been no timing issues. It's had no issues locking up. All of the rounds have ejected from the cylinder. It's not overly hot at all. So seems to be doing pretty good. So let's see if we can get some of these 3 inches. I'm sure this is gonna hurt. Yep, great, love it. It is hitting that target though.
Goodness.
Suck whoever's downrange from that, ain't it? Woo! I mean, again, man, just like the other Taurus Judges that I have shot, it handles the recoil really nicely. And if you had some of those ribbed or ribbed or whatever they call that, that they used to put on here, it absorbs it even better than that. It is a formidable home defense truck gun, no question about it. Like, I'm not even going to argue about that. There was a time maybe I would have. I know there would be those that would, but not me. I'm definitely going to have that during the day when I don't need a light, say at night or anything. This is definitely going to be a truck gun for me. As I mentioned in the tabletop, we have a little slingshot, Polaris slingshot that we drive where people are subject to walking up on us and we not see them coming. So definitely a great, you know, in the cup holder beside of you. If you have to reach down that fast, you know, just a point and shoot. If you had one of these 6 shots, certainly these 8 shots, and even this Hornady here, if you see what it done to that, I'd hate to see what it would do to that tree or telephone pole. But, you know, if you pick this up and, you know, in that moment, just point and shoot. They're in bad shape with that. They're in bad shape with this. And this doesn't have the spread on it that those do, so I don't know that I would necessarily call this a point and shoot. But the good thing about the Judge is that, heck, man, you can put you a couple of Hornadys in here, slap you a 6 shot, slap you an 8 shot, and put you 2 Long Colts in here.
It's like a buffet.
You know what I'm saying? Just set it up. You know, and what I used to tell people is I'd put the 6 and 8 shots in there for the initial, you know, for the initial shot. And then if there was anyone else, I had the Long Colts in there for when I needed to get tactical and strategical, you know, needed to be more accurate. But after shooting this, I can tell you could be quite accurate with that Hornady 410 round there. You see how easy that, well, those did anyway, but these two was tripping a little bit. But generally, in most revolvers, you put that many rounds through them in that rapid of succession. I think I lost a round there. Can't be losing then. Anyway, you usually put them through there in that rapid of succession. I think it's a 45 Long Colt. Right there it is. It is, you have issue with it wanting to eject the rounds from the cylinder because it kind of swells up in there. In no way was that the case. Again, we have only put 25 rounds through it, but this is certainly not a gun that you're going to come out and put a monster mondo amount of rounds downrange in any one sitting, kind of like the 58E. Love it. Definitely handles recoil as I expected it would. Much better than the Poly, much better than the Public Defender, that is. And I did not make a bad choice. I'm glad I got this gun. And, you know, again, it's just like all the other Taurus firearms that I've had. It's worked flawlessly. So if you've been looking at one, very, very budget friendly, less than 500 bucks. Nice front fiber optic sight. You can even take it out of there. Looks like it's driftable right out of the front if you wanted to put a night sight or something up there. Very, very nice quality firearm. Seems like it's holding up well. It hasn't discolored in the heat. Go out and pick you one of these up. Make sure you comment. We said anything wrong, didn't say what you wanted to hear. Let us know what we missed. Ask any questions you might have. We'll be glad to answer them. Make sure you subscribe. It's how we do this. Thanks again for watching.